Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, that's a key interception. Mendieta. Mbappe! Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Buriram United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Johor Darul Tazim are looking to go forward now. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cafu. Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Now it's Mbappe. Rivaldo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fernando Torres. Johor Darul Tazim are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Passes short and sharp, and he's intervened well there. Neymar. Big chance! Goal!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Conte. Koundé. And here's Zico. Chance! That's a fabulous ball. Mbappe. He rises! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Johor Darul Tazim are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Zico was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cafu.
Buriram United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
No, that's been intercepted. Zico! Decent enough try. Buriram United have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that is masterful defending.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Costa Curta cuts it out. David Villa. Now it's Zico. Pass somewhat off target. Conte. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Perez. Now it's Torres. Great ball and he's in here. He's got the shot away! Goal! 2 up now and they are cruising. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Gurra. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Rivaldo. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That is good alertness. That is Conte. He's through here. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Has a look and plays it forward. Neymar. Now it's Torres. Koundé. That is a brilliant interception.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Koundé gets across to intercept that. Messi.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Can he finish? He has done it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Johor Darul Tazim get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an
and the finish! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Dink through. Goalkeeper's ball. No, that was never going to make it. Costa Curta. Now it's Mbappe. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Johor Darul Tazim have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. Threads one in. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Johor Darul Tazim clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Perez. Costa Curta makes the interception. Cafu. Kante spots it and intercepts. Costa Curta could try cutting inside here. Mendieta. Perez. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Nicely weighted ball. Played back in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now the finish! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
78 minutes.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Johor Tazim get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up was brilliant.
He'd have done well to reach that.
Coming on the field.
Johor Darul Tazim clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Substitution in progress.
Interesting ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Haaland. He's cut it out. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
Buriram United need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And it's Messi. Oh, great chance! Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came...
Shapes to shoot! It's in! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
2 up and very little time left. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Darul Tazim present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper.
Rodri. There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Buriram United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
So that's it. It is all over. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, how will we look back on that?
What a game. What a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage. It was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game, and you go for it.